So as we know, our subject basic electronics, syllabus reference from GTU, chapter number 4, and in that we are going to see now common collector amplifier analysis. Clear? Okay. So we are going to start this topic. So common collector amplifier analysis. Now in this analysis, as we know, we have three steps. First step to draw AC equivalent circuit. Step number 2 is replacement of transistor by its equivalent hybrid parameter mod circuit. And step number three is finding voltage gain, current gain, input impedance and output impedance. Okay, so these are the steps that we need to follow. Clear? Okay, so first of all I will draw common collector amplifier. So common collector amplifier I will draw. This is R1, this is R2, this is RE. Okay, this terminal we have grounded. Okay, here we have a coupling capacitor. This is Vs, Rs, C1. Okay, then here we have coupling capacitor. Out of load resistor we are getting output V. Okay, so as we know, this is our base terminal, this is our emitter and this is our collector. Okay, so here R1, R2 and RE. Here R1, R2 and RE provides biasing for the transistor. C1 and C2 are coupling capacitor and RL is a load capacitor. Okay, this is the basic circuit. So first step is to find out AC equivalent circuit, and to draw the AC equivalent circuit, as we know that we have to short all capacitor and power DC battery. So DC power supply is VCC, so I put it as a ground. This is a short, this will be short. Okay, then okay, this is for that. Now I modify this circuit and rearranging parameters. So since this R1 is grounded, so I can draw it like this, that this is ground and this is also ground. So R1 is grounded, this is also grounded, so R1 and R2 comes in parallel. So I write down directly R1 parallel R2 here. Okay, so let's say, okay, this is R1 parallel R2. Let's say I name it as RB, where RB is what? RB is what? R1 parallel R2. Clear? Okay. Now, see, on collector we do not have anything. So collector is grounded. On ammeter we have RE and RL parallel. Okay. So what I am doing now? See, collector and ammeter, I am changing in positions. Okay. So as per that, what I am doing now, see, we have RE and RL at ammeter, that we know. RE and RL we have at ammeter, and collector, we at collector terminal we do not have anything. So at collector terminal we do not have anything. Okay, so collector is directly grounded. This is now my collector terminal, and at ammeter terminal we have RE and then we have RL also. Okay, so I can draw it like this. So for simplicity, RE and RL are parallel to each other. Okay, and across these I am getting output. Okay, so if I rearranging these resistors, so it would be very simple circuit now. Okay, let's say in more simplification manner, let's say RE and RL are parallel. Okay, I replace it with the name RL dash, so this will also remove entire. Let's say this is RL dash, where RL dash is equal to RE parallel RL. So the circuit is very simple now. Okay, and across this we are going to get output voltage. Okay, VO. So this is now very simple circuit, isn't it? Where this is emitter terminal, this is collector terminal, and this is our base terminal. Okay, so this is now simple circuit. Now the step number, this is our AC equivalent circuit. Okay, since in AC equivalent circuit, it is clearly visible that collector acts as a common terminal between input and output. Okay, hence it is named as common collector. That we know very well. Okay, that we know very well. Okay, so moving ahead. Now step number 2 is to replace the transistor by its equivalent hybrid H parameter circuit. Okay, so I am doing that. Remember here, okay, yes, I am doing its equivalent circuit now. Okay, so we had VS, VS, we had a VS, then we have RS. Okay, then we have RB. What is RB? That we know, R1 parallel R2. That we know very well. Now transistor is coming. So transistor equivalent circuit. So I will replace it with this circuit. That you know very well. Okay, ये circuit यहाँ पे add होगी. Okay, so I am drawing that. So first we have a resistor, then we have a dependent voltage source, then we have dependent current source, and then we have admittance. Okay, okay, after this we have RE, we have RL. Okay, and across RL we are going to get output, that is VO, that we know very well. Okay, now what is this? So this is our H parameter replacement. So here it will be HIC, this will be HIC, this will be HRC into V out, this will be HFC into IB, because input current is IB, then this will be 1 by HOC. So this circuit These this much of circuit that I have drawn earlier is replacement of transistor. So this is our uh, common amplifier H common collector amplifier H parameter equivalent circuit. Clear? We have replaced transistor with its equivalent H parameter circuit. Clear? Okay, now see important things I am going to mention now. This is our base terminal. This is grounded, which is our collector terminal, and this is our emitter terminal. Okay, okay. On emitter terminal, the output current direction will be like this. So this is IE, and here there will be load current, that is IL. Okay, and since I am taking its equivalent, I will take this as IL dash. I will take this as IL dash because my RL dash is parallel of RE and RL. Okay, that we have assumed, and RB is equal to R1 parallel R2. Okay, okay. Here current flowing will be IB will be current flowing through this. Okay, okay. My input voltage will be V in. This is our Vs supplied voltage source. Hence here there will be current, that is Is. Okay, if I want to measure Ri, so this will be Ri. From this point we will measure Ri. Okay, okay. So first step I am going to, so this is replacement circuit has been done. Now first step is to find the current gain. So current gain AI will be output current by input current. My output current for the transistor is IL dash, and input current to the transistor is IB. So IL dash by IB. Clear? Okay. Now, as we know that RE parallel RL is RL dash. RL dash is equal to RL parallel RE. Now I want to find out the equation of IL dash in terms of IB. Okay. Okay. So IL dash is equal to, if you see here carefully, IL dash is equal to, I am drawing this equivalent circuit so that you can easily understand that. Okay, this is my RL dash, where RL dash is RE and RE parallel RL. Then here we have 1 over HOC, 1 over HOC. Okay, here current flowing is IL dash. Okay, okay. Here current flowing is IE, isn't it? It is IE. Okay, good. So this much is clear. Now I am applying current divider rule. First of all, what is IE? IE is equal to minus HFC into IB. Why? Because see, this is IE and both direction are reverse. So IE is actually HFC into IB but in reverse direction. So I am putting this IE is equal to minus HFC into IB. Okay. Now IL dash is equal to, I am applying current divider rule. I am applying current divider rule. IL dash is equal to opposite side current direction opposite side resistance is 1 by HOC upon total resistance, that is 1 by HOC plus RL dash into current of opposite. So that will be IE. That will be IE. Now as we know that IE is equal to minus HFC into IB, and rearranging this IB here, so IL dash by IB IL dash by IB is equal to minus HFC minus HFC. Now, I am doing some mathematics here. So, I am equating this 1 over 1 over 1 plus RL dash into HOC. Denominator will be cancelled. So, we have this equation. Okay. So, that will be minus HFC into 1 plus RL dash into HOC. Okay. So, this will be my AI. This will be my AI. Now, as we know that what is RL dash? So, RL dash is RE parallel RL. You can write down that way also. Clear? Okay. Now, here important thing is this. This equation is also very important. Put it as a equation number P, for example. Equation number P. Okay. Now, as we know that HFC is equal to minus IE by IB, and HFC, if we know the that we have already covered that conversions. Okay, convergence formula. So HFC is equal to 1 plus HFE. So that will be 1 plus HFE. Put this as equation number A, for example. This is A, this is P. Clear? Okay. So based on these two equations, we will use these two equations for further derivations. So this is till this that AI we have derived. AI is equal to minus HFC upon 1 plus RL dash into HOC. Now we are going to derive current gain for overall circuit. Current gain for overall circuit. So that will be AIS, and that will be IL dash by IS. So I can say that that will be IE into IE by IB into IB by IS. Clear? So now first we start with IB by IS. IB by IS. Okay. So applying again current divider rule, applying current divider rule at input side, this side. Okay. This is my IB, this is my IS. Okay. Applying there, we are current divider rule. Okay. So yes, drawing this circuit here for simplicity. This is my VS, this is RS. Here we have RB, and for example, rest of the input is, let's say, RI. This is RB and this is RS. Here current flowing is IB. Let's say here current flowing is IS. Okay. Okay. Now, what is IB? Applying current divider rule again. Again current divider rule. So IB is equal to IS into opposite current flowing resistance value is RB upon total RB plus RI. So IB by IS is equal to RB upon RB plus RI. So that we have find out. One point. Let's say put it as a equation number 1 and remind it. Okay. Keep this in mind. Okay. This we have derived. Now next. Now next. I by IB. So I by IB, I have put that as a equation number P. Okay, so that we have already, that this is minus 1 plus HFE. This is this term. Okay, this term is we have already derived, and that was RB upon RB plus RI. Okay, this also derived. Now IL dash by IE is only pending. So here IL dash by IE. IL dash by IE. So IL dash is equal to IE into opposite side direction resistance is Re upon total, that is Re plus RL. Okay, so IL dash by IE is equal to Re upon Re plus RL. So I am putting that Re, yes, but direction is negative, so that will be minus Re upon RL plus Re into minus 1 plus, sorry, minus 1 plus HF E, minus 1 plus HF E into Ri. Okay, this we have put here in the equation. So we have finally this equation, this negative negative cancel, and rearranging terms I can write down this equation for AIS. This is the equation of AIS. Clear? The Ri is my input impedance that we are going to find now, that what will be the value of Ri. Clear? Okay. So we are going to now find out, this is of AIS. This is of AIS. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to find out Ri. Now for Ri, as we know, we are writing first of all input side equation. V in is equal to, what is V in? So V in is equal to HIC into IB, HIC into IB plus, this is V in. Okay, here V in is equal to HIC into IB, I into R, HIC into IB multiply HIC into IB, that is R into I, this is V, plus HRC into VO, HRC into VO. Now for common collector amplifier, HRC will be unit value, so it will be 1. So I can put here 1, so this will be directly VO. Okay, this will be VO. So this implies my V in is equal to HIC into IB, V in is equal to HIC IB plus VO. Now what is VO? Output side VO is I IE into RE parallel RL. So VO is equal to IE into RE parallel RL. That is nothing but RL dash. I can write down that as a RL dash also. That is also no issue. Okay. Now IE, equation number P again recall. IE is equal to minus HFC into IB. Putting that here. So V in is equal to, this will be same HICIB, but IE will be minus HFCIB into RE parallel RL. Clear? Okay, putting this value, we have this. Okay, now here both side we have IB in both equation. Okay, keep IB common. So IB is common, V in, IB common. So HIC minus HFC RE parallel RL. Okay. So V in by IB will be this. V in by IB will be this. V in is my input voltage. IB is my input current. V by I is what? R. So this is my Ri. So Ri is equal to HIC minus HFC into RE parallel RL. So this is my Ri. Clear? And Ri dash, that is input impedance for entire circuit, will be nothing but Ri parallel Rb. And what is Rb? Rb is R1 parallel R2. Clear? So this will be Ri dash. Clear? So that is Ri dash. Now our next parameter to be derived is output impedance. Output impedance. So output impedance RO is nothing but V out by output current, that is IE. Okay, and as we know that IE, again that equation IE is equal to minus HFC into IB. Okay, okay. To determine output impedance at emitter of transistor, Vs, that is voltage signal, is assumed as a 0. Vs is assumed as a 0, and therefore IB is equal to what? What would be the IB? So IB is equal to V out by total resistance, and that will be HIC plus R1 parallel R2 parallel RS. R1 parallel R2 parallel RS. This will be in parallel. When Vs is 0, at that time this will be in parallel. So actually that is RS parallel RB plus HIC, because this is in series. See, the circuit would be like this. When Vs is 0, the circuit would be like this. Okay, so circuit is like this. When Vs is 0 and supplied voltage is 0, when we want to determine output impedance, at that time the resistance value will be, this is HIC, this is what, RB, which is R1 parallel R2, and this is RS. So these two in parallel plus HIC, so that we have write down. So base current, input voltage, input current, it will be derived like this. So now RO is equal to V out by I and VO by IE. So putting that HFC into IB, HFC into IB. Okay, okay. Now putting this IB value here, putting this IB value here, IB value here. Okay, so VO by minus HFC into IB. So here VO upon HIC plus, let's say I am writing this RB for simplicity, RB parallel RS, isn't it? VO get cancelled, VO get cancelled. So my RO will be minus. See, this minus will be remain. This minus will remain. So this is minus HIC plus RB parallel RS upon HFC. Clear? So this will be RO, and the output impedance for entire circuit will be RO parallel RE. That will be output impedance for the circuit. So that was output impedance. That was output impedance. Now next is voltage gain. Voltage gain, AV. Okay. First of all, to find out AV, what is my output that we earlier used? So V out is equal to IE into RE parallel RL. RE parallel RL. V out is equal to IE into RE parallel RL, or you can say IE into RL dash for simplicity. And as we know, equation number P, that is why I have intentionally put it as an equation number P. IE is equal to minus HFC into IB into, that's for simplicity I am writing RL dash, because RE parallel RL is nothing but RL dash. Okay. Okay. What is input? So this is V out. What is input? Vi. So as we have derived earlier, okay, V V in is equal to IB into HIC minus HFC into RE parallel RL. That is also RL dash. I can write down. So AV is nothing but V out by V in. We have equation of V out. We have equation of V in. Putting that, so minus HFC into IB into RL dash upon this is what IB. So IB into HIC into RE parallel RL is what? RL dash. I am writing that simply RL dash. Clear? Clear? Okay. We have here HFC. Here also we have HFC. Okay. What I am doing now? Still more simplified. See, IB will get cancelled definitely. Okay. That is first thing. So we have equation like minus HFC into RL dash upon HIC. This I need if 1. So I will divide this equation by HIC. So I have to divide this also by HIC. Okay. And hence I have to divide here also by HIC. So put here divided by HIC. And here I can write down 1 minus HFC into RL dash upon HIC. So this will be my AV. This will be the AV of the circuit, that is voltage gain. Clear? Okay. So this is voltage gain. Now voltage gain has been done. Voltage gain for entire circuit considering source resistance also. So that we are going to find out now. So AVS is equal to VO by VS, VO by VS. So I can write down it as VO by VB into VB by VS, isn't it? Okay, good. Now what is VB? VB is nothing but V in. Here VB is equal to V in. V in. So that is VO by V in. VO by V in. VO by V in into V in by Vs. Now V0 by V in, as we know, that is nothing but AV. So we need to worry about only V in by Vs. And from this circuit, applying voltage divider rule, V in is equal to Vs into RB, sorry, Ri. This will be Ri. So Ri upon Ri plus Rs. Okay. So V in by Vs is equal to AV into Ri upon Ri plus Rs. So I can write down here Ri dash because entire circuit input impedance we are considering voltage gain for entire circuit. So I will take Ri dash. Okay. So AVS is equal to AV into Ri dash upon Ri dash plus Rs, and Ri dash we have already find out. Clear? Now last point, that is power gain, and that is AP, and that we know very well. AV into AI, we have equation of AV, we have equation of AI, we can find out power gain. Clear? Okay. Now quickly we summarize this theory. So in this common collector amplifier analysis of AC analysis, okay, in AC analysis of common collector amplifier, what we have done? So step number 1, we have find out AC equivalent circuit. Step number 2, replacement of transistor by its H parameter equivalent circuit. And step number 3, we have find out current gain, current gain of the circuit, then considering source, then input impedance, then output impedance, then voltage gain considering source resistance, then power gain.